Alright, so I put a new battery in. We got about, it doesn't say. So I'll have to wait until it actually tells me how much flight time I have left. Usually it does, but apparently not. Oh, there we go, 33 minutes. 34 minutes of flight time, which it's kind of like a dream state where 5 minutes of sleep is equivalent to, I don't know, in the dream state, it could be 8 hours. And that's pretty much how the batteries on these drones work, where it says 33 minutes, but we might get 8 minutes. So I guess, like they say, you can just dream on when you have these Mavic series drones and the battery says 35 or 33 minutes. Never gonna get it. You might, if you stay close and remember to keep the drone within visual line of sight, or follow the community-based organization rules, which means here I'm good to go in Glenrock. I launched the Before I Fly app, and the drone is within the plane, give right away to planes, but we're in Class G airspace, but as you can see, it doesn't really matter, because the planes are just going to do whatever they want to do. You just have to be prepared to move. So this is really nice. I wonder why they didn't do the other field. See that field where it's brown? Right here? So that's how this field where I'm standing on used to look. But then they turned it into this, which is just beautiful. The soccer field, it's called. I hope they do it to the rest of the fields too. Bye-bye. Let's see. We'll just go back a little bit. We don't need to go up too far high. Just bring it down. It's really nice. Look at the day today in Glenrock. I'm just going to bring it in. Today's just going to be a short flight. I just needed to test the drone for a bit. Just wanted to test the waypoint route feature, where you can just program the drone to fly a particular coordinates and it'll just do it on autopilot. So what I'm trying to do is a seasons. So we have the winter, spring, summer, and fall. So all those seasons will basically transition into one video. So today, I actually got, I guess you call it winter, but the full winter effect won't come into play until it snows tomorrow. So if it snows tomorrow, I'll come back and do the route. Actually, I could probably show you the route. Let's see, we're at 31%. Yeah, so the drone is actually going to fly. It takes about 3 minutes, because the speed's going to be about 15 miles an hour. Drone's within visual line of sight, which is great for this route, but I'm just sort of getting it in position. I just always like to keep the drone in the position just to be sure, because as you know, sometimes they have a mind of their own. All right, so I'll show you the waypoint route that the drone is going to fly on autopilot, but I have to find the route. I'm just going to open it. Select soccer field. You can't see, but I'm just giving you the narrative. I just have to make sure. Yep, this is it. And I'm going to click next and go. So you'll be able to watch exactly the first season, which is winter.
Fly cautiously.
Fly cautiously, because it says manned aircraft detected, which is true. So which means that at any minute I have to be prepared to shut off the autopilot. But I can see the plane. The plane is relatively low, but I'm at roughly 250 feet. But you never know with the planes. So it's flying on its own. The plane is actually way up. But it just knows, the RC controller and the drone communicate, and it knows. But I can see that the plane is actually above the drone, and the drone is below the plane, which is good. But you never know in this area, because sometimes the planes really do fly low, and it's hard to gauge that depth and perception. But the plane is cleared. It looks like it took off. And it's amazing, because even though you're in Class G airspace, right, you're good to go. But sometimes I think the planes just, I don't know, maybe there's an emergency, maybe the pilot just feels that route's best from air traffic air traffic control, sent them that way. So you have to always be prepared to give the right of way to the aircraft, and it's nerve wracking because you don't expect it. You're like, oh shit, a plane, and the average person who has their drone out of the box from Christmas doesn't know these rules and regulations that you have to follow. But look at that. So this is going to be season one. Season one, the drone is going to fly this course, and then you'll see if it snows tomorrow. I'll just montage it together so that it just overlays, and then you see the full winter effect of the bare trees, and then you have snow and winter, and then it'll just transition again into spring, right? Now, so imagine this as it's moving this way, panning, and then you'll see the transition of spring, and then from spring you'll see the transition of summer. So you'll get to see all seasons. But this is just to give you a gist of the first season. I hear another plane, but that's okay. He's over there on the other side, clear, in the clear. I just have to keep an eye. So you got to watch for the planes, and you got to watch for the drones. You got to watch for the drones, and then you have to watch for the planes, which is fine. It's really easy. I mean, not easy. I mean, it sounds easy, but it just takes practice. Practice, practice, practice. Yep, there we go. So there's the drone running its course around the Glenrock Duck Pond. Whoops. That sound you heard was the remote, which is fine. You have some hawks in the area. You gotta watch out for the hawks. There's a lot you have to watch out for. You gotta watch for the drone. Make sure it's within its flight path. Make sure nothing comes within its flight path. There's just so much. I can see the drone. And this works well, even though it looks like I'm not far, only because I have a bigger drone. I don't think this would be possible with the Mini 3 Pro because there's no way I think you'd be able to see the drone. Literally, it's just so small, which is great because it fits right in your pocket. So, to each their own, every drone has their little specialty, what you could use it for. You could use the Mavic 3 for this and still be able to see it. You could use the Mini 3 Pro for, smaller real estate projects that just, when you're flying in between buildings or brownstones. I honestly don't recommend using the Mavic 3. You can. It's preference. But for me personally, I don't recommend it only because it's a bigger drone and there's just too much liability. The Mavic 3 just works well when in open, free range spaces because you can go the distance and actually see it. And it's actually almost on its way back into its course and running all the way in. Almost done with this waypoint route. So we'll see how it works out. Good, and you?
All right, what kind of drone is that?
This is a Mavic 3. You want?
Mavic 3?
Yeah.
I got a Mavic 2.
Oh, no, I think it's similar. It's almost the same thing.
New technology.
New technology. Yeah, I love it though. It's addictive. I was just doing the waypoint rounds. I don't know if you know that they built it in now.
Yep.
And it's just flying. I'm Lewis, by the way.
Phil.
Nice to meet you, Phil.
You too.
Yeah, likewise. Here, let's see. Let me just stop it for a second because I like to just make sure I have full control before I talk to someone. But I'll let you see it. Have you seen it?
No, not in person.
Oh, okay. So this is the Pro remote.
Yep.
Really nice. It just communicates better with the drone. Because if you use the Mavic Mini 3 Pro remote, it actually just eats up the battery like that. And I was like, I can't. And this is a really expensive drone. But I actually got the remote on eBay. So let's see. Hold on, I'll bring it in. Where do you usually fly?
I used to rebuild these fields.
This field is beautiful. So you guys are the ones who did this.
Yep.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, and I used to map them.
Oh, with
the grid, and I use Maps Made Easy.
Serious? Wait, with the drone?
Yep.
Wait, with which drone?
Mavic 2.
Serious? Wait, so how what did you hack it or?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, Maps Made Easy load right onto it. And,
Oh, so wait, so you would load this field, the pictures,
I would go on the Maps Made Easy. I'd set up the field,
right?
set up my the grid and whatever I want to overlap, and the program flies it,
Oh, wow. Wait, the program flies the.
flies the drone automatically.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. So Maps Made Easy. I'll have to definitely give that a shot. I thought you needed the Atell drone to do the mapping.
Nope.
Hold on one second. I'll let you give. Yeah, so I'll let you try it. Hold on.
Nah, I don't need that.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on one second. Because my memory, I'll do like, wait, what was the name of that app? That guy who said Maps Made. Are you part of the Jersey Droners?
Nope.
It's a meetup group,
Okay.
and they meet on the weekends, usually on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, down south, I think, right?
Yeah,
because they're on. I think I'm on Facebook on Jersey Drone.
Yeah, and they like this last time they do the sunsets. They do like the old ship graveyard.
Okay.
And then, it depends on your schedule and when you can meet them. So here's the drone. See, it's huge. But that's good to know. I thought those guys were doing some stuff, flying it with the special drone that maps it for you.
Nope.
So wait, so first you mapped out this field.
Yeah, you set it up on the computer,
Uh-huh.
your overlap and your resolution, how high you want to fly,
Right?
and then you load it.
Wow, that's
Like, I don't know if you could use that controller, but I use my phone as the screen.
Oh, I get nervous with that. You don't get nervous?
I did
Like a
at
phone
first,
call?
and then I never had a problem with it. So
So wait, do you put it into airplane mode or?
Nope.
Oh wow! Oh, so you just like if a text comes in,
every once in a while I have to like quick turn it off.
yeah, turn
and
it
go back.
off. Yeah, because I'd be shitting bricks because I'd be like, oh my god, what because sometimes you can't stop the multiple text, and you're flying. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
So after you mapped it, the software put the grid and it did the measurements too, or
Yeah, but puts it all together on one big what, ortho mosaic they call it or something.
yeah,
Where you can zoom in and you can measure and pretty
wow.
damn accurate.
This is really accurate because this field, you used to remember how it used to look.
Yep.
Well, are you with the town or a private company?
Private company.
Wow, so you guys are the real thing. Why didn't they do the other side? Because I was just actually, oh, serious?
Probably money.
Wow, I know, it's weird because they're not taking styrofoam now. They're not taking a lot of stuff.
Yep.
But yet in Fairlawn, they take everything. So.
Well, they might. I think. Well, some of that's floodplain, so they might not have been able to build there. So we did the grass field with some irrigation, a lot of drainage.
Oh, okay. Wow. And then, so I remember this because they put a lot of rock and dirt under here so that wouldn't happen.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of stone.
Wow.
And then at that end, there's the whole end of the synthetic field is all pipe
Right?
and stone. I
Wow.
can't remember how many.
A
It was
lot.
like 8 feet of stone just to detain the water before it goes out into the detention pond and then
Right.
out.
That's crazy. And then wait, how do you how long have you been flying for?
3 years.
3 years? Wow.
I got my 107.
Yeah, same here.
It was easier than what they make it out to be.
They do. Well, they're like, fly your drone anywhere. Then you find out, oh, I can't fly. You can, but you can't. The town ordinance, or you need the lands, and then, or
Yep.
it's like those ads. They lie. They got me because a lot of I know Westwood. I keep mentioning Westwood a lot. You have to meet the mayor in order to fly
In the town?
in the town.
Really?
Yeah, and I have an application pending because I want to, do what I'm doing here. I want to take some nice imagery because it's a beautiful town.
Yep.
But then they're going to have a meeting with the board.
I guess if you're on the town property, it'd be good to talk to the mayor, but he can't stop you from flying.
No, they actually, if you look it up on the internet, they said you can't fly anything below 400 feet of the, or above 400 feet off the ground. They basically put
They
it.
don't own it, so I would fight
I know,
that.
right? Yeah, I know.
The FAA controls it.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
what I
else.
told me. Yeah, but apparently that they went to town on enforcing the rules.
Somebody will fight it.
Somebody will fight it. Yeah, someone.
Somebody
But
will.
I'm surprised the FAA didn't come after them.
I think
about
all
it.
towns are trying to do what they can to stop it.
Yeah, they do because they hear drone and they think deviant. They're like, oh no, drone.
Then
Meanwhile,
when you show them pictures of this, I want pictures.
yeah,
of this. It's
right.
like, come on.
And then you have everybody with their phone.
Yep.
So they're not worried about people taking pictures with their phone, but they're worried about that. I don't know. I just can't. It's weird how it kind of just does that sometimes. Like it has a mind of its own and it just.
Yep.
gibbers and jabbers. But here, wait, let me just here, let's bring it in so you can actually see it. This was actually a, hold on. So this is, well, you know how to use the controller, right? Here.
No.
You sure?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I
And
know they're a lot of money.
yeah, I know. Well, if you're flying what you flew and you flew this, then you definitely know what you're doing. You know. Yeah, I know. That's what I would. That's why I get nervous when that's the obstacle avoid. Does yours have obstacle avoidance? Nice. Um, it's the camera on here. Oh, I'll show you the camera on here. Watch this. Check this out. So I'm gonna bring the drone. It's just phenomenal. This will bring your mapping skills to the next level. Watch this. I'm gonna put the drone because it has a 28 zoom.
Okay.
But it's sort of, even though it has 28 zoom, it sort of pixelizes the images. Looks like the pixels aren't really there. It's blurry. But, let me see. You'll still be able to see us from all the way over there. Because it has, what do you call it, the telescopic lens.
Yep.
So let's say right about here, bring it up. And then I'm going to turn it around. Not there. Right about there. And then you have to, fortunately, you have to, oh, it's still recording, but I can stop that. Let me think. I didn't even know that. Okay. So you have to put it into camera mode and then put it into explore in order to have it zoom, which is really weird. And then once it does that, now I can have access to this. And then, hold on, move the drone a little bit right about there. And now I'm going to go 1 time, 2 time, 4 time. That's 7. That's 14. That's pretty wild from all the way over there. And that's 28. And then be like, hey.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, right?
Yep.
So the lens will actually take it to the next level when it comes to, if you do your mapping. Hold on, let me shut it off.
I don't know how that would work with the. Probably have to keep it in standard because.
Yeah. No, but just because it's crisp, the images are just so rich that you would get exactly what you're looking for. And look at this, because you know how you're supposed to keep the drone within visual line of sight.
I can't even see it. Right
Oh, you can't? I can see. Oh, I'm going to lower it. Oh, you know why you can't see it? It's because of the sunglasses.
Okay.
So yeah, if you have sunglasses on, you could see it, which is just phenomenal. But yeah, you're right. That makes sense. But yeah, so I'll bring it in a little bit more. But another good place to fly? Jersey City and Hoboken. No, not Jersey, Hoboken. Jersey City. Yeah, there's like a little area, the Colgate Clock, where folks go to. Or in Hoboken, the cops there are super friendly. Like they let you, they know you. They like when you call it in because they don't want people to just come and fly, because if they still have to come out if someone calls. But if they know, like, hey, it's Greg, okay, we'll just stop by and say hello. It's not illegal. You don't have to, but they like
courtesy.
Courtesy. They just respect you more. And if you get into trouble, I think they're more likely to say, "Oh, we gotta go help them." And they fly too. One of the guys there, one of the officers, he's looking to get into it for real estate, but it's hard. It's a hard market right now because they just put a sticky on the house, and that's it. The house is gone in like a week.
Yep.
They don't even want pictures.
I got a couple realtor friends that they only want to pay like $25. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not getting out of my car for $25.
I know, right? Yeah. And they don't want to. Nah, it's so the camera on this is phenomenal.
Yep.
I mean, the work you did with the drone is phenomenal. I mean, I didn't even know that drone work was used for the mapping, which was great because it's better than using the little roller thing and.
Yeah, well, that's what surveyors are starting to use now.
The maps.
Yep.
And the drones. Yeah.
Because if you put out some, I can't remember what they're called, not waypoints, some GPS points.
Yeah, it'll fly automatic like what I was doing before.
Well, there's something for the, you put them in corners, and it's something for the drone to know exactly where it is.
Oh.
It's a whole other thing.
That is so wild. How did you get into that?
Just reading online when I started getting into the drone, and then like for the past 6 months I haven't even flown one.
Wow, and it's self-taught. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way to go. Wow,
I've forgotten so much.
Nah, it comes back to you. But I thought I heard saying going home. You still get nervous, like
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
that's
What's
what.
that? $3,000?
Yeah.
That's a
well,
lot of money.
it's not just the money; it's also the people,
Yeah.
people, cars, traffic, objects like that tower over there. Yeah, but that too. But
Yep.
yeah, because once I don't know how people lose their drones because I'm so cautious.
Yep.
Like, do you know how, or like just being reckless,
I
or
guess. And
because
then there's the flyaways, but I've never
yeah,
experienced that.
no, I've never. That was why I upgraded to this because I didn't want to experience a flyaway, and that's what was happening a lot with the other receiver, the Mini Pro receiver.
Okay.
It wasn't as fluid. It works probably better with other drones, but it didn't wasn't with this one.
Because like these won't even take off if it doesn't have good GPS signal.
No.
So how I don't understand how they fly away.
Yeah. Well, unless they're doing range tests, like they're like going far out and they're losing their bars.
Stuff that they're not supposed to.
Right. Unless you could see the drone like I could.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to see the drone. But at night, that's phenomenal. At night, you can fly further as long as this thing lights up like a Christmas tree. Because it actually has, I don't know if yours does, a light built in at the bottom.
Mine has lights.
Yeah. No, like a real auxiliary light. So bright, it's like a floodlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yours has that too.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Then
So
for flying, I added a white light on the top, a white strobe, and then a white strobe on the bottom, so I can see it from far away.
Yeah. No, but at night it just you have to. You just have to. But I think you're probably right. They're experiencing these flyaways from reckless flying, and by then it's too late.
Because online, well, that's all you see. Let's see how far it can go. Yeah, I'm going to take a $3,000
right
camera, really, and just fly. No.
No.
The furthest I ever went was like be online. I went to my friend's house,
right?
Took some pictures. And I said, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Yeah, like here, like just now.
It was just just like over the crest of those high trees out there. It wasn't extremely far, but
yeah, but you can still see the drone. Oh, you couldn't. Yeah, nah, with me not. If I can't see it, I'm not flying it because, like you said, you'll that's an expensive investment that's just gone for what? For that was another reason why the bigger one was got rather than the smaller one because you can't fly. I couldn't do what I was just doing with the smaller drone because you just can't see it.
Right in the wind too.
Yeah, and the wind. Yeah, the wind. I went to the beach and almost lost it. Like literally, it was just. The wind was just blowing it in every direction. But with this, I think this one can handle 25-mile-an-hour winds.
Well, if you had to, it probably could handle 50-mile-an-hour winds because it can go faster than that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I never do.
Hover nice.
No, but I just won't. Because if I could see the traffic lights moving, like from swinging from the wind, I know that's not going up. It's like, no, even though it's, oh yeah, you can, it's fine. I'm like, no. And even at the store, they tell you. I'm like, no, not happening.
When I take mine upstate and take pictures, like we have a house on Scroon Lake.
Nice.
And that's deep. So if I ever lost it there, I'm never getting it back.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, we could have to turn on, what is it called? Find My Drone?
Yeah, but the water's deep.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. You'd have to get one of those little buoy thing that they use for fishing. I saw it online. As soon as it sinks and goes below 5 feet, it kind of like
really?
The CO2 cartridge goes off, and it sort of like brings it to the top. I forget what it was called, but yeah, I saw that online recently. No, but yeah, you're right. Forget it; it's gone, and it's too cold to scuba dive in that water.
Yep, some spots.
Yeah, I did that once with a 7 mil wetsuit. No, you need a dry suit to head up in Croton. Near not in the reservoir, but the runoff of the reservoir. There was a time when you can go in before it goes into the Hudson, and that water is just ice cold in the middle of the summer.
Yep.
Wow.
How long is the battery life on that?
Oh, believe it or not,
the sun, we usually tie the net so it can come down if the ice and snow gets on it.
Oh, serious? Oh, I didn't know that.
They didn't like that, so now we're actually tying it so it will never come down.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Talking to you.
No, that's fine. I just have to land it. Hold on, let me. Yeah, that's the only downside. Like the battery's running low, and you're at, it has. Okay.
That's another one that that's expensive.
Why is that one more expensive?
Because they make you pay for it first.
Oh, I hate that. Remote does, so I don't
Yeah, it
understand
was
why
before
you.
the remote.
Oh, it's before the. Yeah, because it does the POI, it does the zoom effect. So the new guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I
All
gotta
right.
get back to
Yeah.
work. Good talking with you.
Likewise. Hey, take care. I'm gonna lift off. I'm just gonna